Welcome to my channel. My name is John. This is JC Rock and Metal Reviews, and today I'm reviewing a new EP from a Swedish melodic death metal band. The band is named Soilwork, and the EP is called A Whisp of the Atlantic. So let's get started. So this band falls under the category of melodic death metal. They were formed in 1995 under the name of Inferior Breed, and they were influenced by bands such as Pantera, Meshuggah, and Carcass. The band went on to release 11 studio albums, and with a vast discography. Kind of hate to say it, but I'm not too familiar with them. But for me, when it comes to melodic death metal, I really like bands like Arch Enemy. And I recently reviewed an album from the band Dark Tranquillity, which I didn't like it too much. I know a lot of the other review channels kind of gave it a lot of rave reviews. Just for me, it didn't sit well with me, maybe just my personal opinion. But that's what I thought about it. So this is a new band for me. It's a melodic death metal band. And I'm going to give it a try. It's a short EP. There's 5 songs, 36 minutes long. And the songs were recorded from late 2019 to mid 2020. So let me get into it. So the first track is the title track, A Whisp of the Atlantic. It's a 16.5-minute song. Starts out with a jazzy piano. It's very like proggy, progressive. Now, at first you wouldn't think it's like a metal band. The clean vocals come in, but at the 2-minute mark, it just like goes like full metal with the heavy riffs, brutal vocals. I mean, I like how there's a lot of variation in the vocal delivery. I like the piano behind the heavy guitars, adds some nice texture. There's a nice melodic solo after 4 minutes. I like the heavy riff at the 5-minute mark. And at this point, the song's not even like 1/3 of the way finished. I mean, it goes on, but it's not boring. So at around 8 minutes long, there's a nice jazzy interlude. Has some like saxophone in the background. I don't really hear saxophone much in like death metal. I've heard it in there's another band, I can't remember the name, but there's some sax, there's piano. I mean, the song, it just like, it gets soft and it gets heavy again. It just like knocks you down. Some nice proggy riffs at the near 11-minute mark. It goes into a blistering solo. I really like this song. I mean, the 16-minute length didn't bother me. Has a lot of nice jazzy flavors and textures. And I love how it closes with like the saxophones too. Track number 2 is The Nothingness and the Devil. So this is a faster song, kind of like old school traditional heavy metal riff at first. Got some nice guttural vocals, some cool riffs. Song is fast, it's upbeat. The keyboards in the background add some nice texture. There's a very cool breakdown. The halfway part gets maybe a little thrashy at times. The second breakdown has like really like that jazzy sound to it. You hear the bass in the background and creates a nice atmosphere to end off a heavy song. Track number 3 is Feverish. So I like the intro on this one. It sounds like an 80s horror movie with the synths. The song picks up, it gets heavy. Nice use of blast beats in the song. Keyboards create a nice atmosphere. Got a nice solo, some doomy riffing in the background. Ends off with a cool violin solo. Track number 4 is Desperado. This is the shortest song on the EP. Starts off with some futuristic effects, goes into a heavy riff. There's a lot of like sci-fi sound effects. This is pretty cool. The song is heavy, it's fast. A lot of variation in the vocal style. I like it. It goes from clean to guttural. The last track is Death Diviner. Starts off with a nice heavy progressive riff, nice use of clean vocals. It's melodic, it's catchy. The chorus is catchy. Has some heavy guitars in the background. I really like the cool jazzy interlude. Has some futuristic sounds to it. Goes into a heavy breakdown, got some blast beats, and closes off with a nice, like a soft outro. So what do I think of the album? Why haven't I been listening to this band for the past 22 years? I really like what I heard. There's a lot going on with these songs. They take a bunch of different music genres and they just like mash them all up and they put it into like this neat little death metal package, and it works. It works. It works. So let me break it down a little further. The vocals, I like how there's a lot of variety in the vocal style. It goes from clean to guttural, and you can understand them at all times. The guitars, they're heavy, nice, distorted sounds. You can hear them very well. There are times the riffs remind me a little bit of like Alice in Chains, Pantera, but they kind of like wrap it all up and have a nice death metal style. The bass, really nice tone. Sometimes it reminds me of the album Individual Thought Patterns from the band Death. It has that tone to it. You can hear a sound. It creates a nice atmosphere. The drums, really good. Nice use of blast beats throughout. And there are other instruments. You got some piano, saxophone, violin, synths. They add like a lot of flavor, and they don't sound out of place in like a death metal song. As a final score, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 out of now. I was leaning towards a 10, but it's too new for me. I got to see how it sits. How does it gel? I'm not too familiar with the band, but I really loved what I heard. So let me close this out. I will be covering new releases by Gamma Bomb and Iron Savior. So the year's not over yet. There's a new Paul McCartney album on the 11th. I'll cover that, under my rock reviews. Then I'll get into my end of the year lists. So they're going to be a little shorter and broken down by genre because my channel has only been active for 3 months so far. So it's going to be hard for me to give like a long top 20. Other than that, comment below. Let me know, what do you think of the band Soilwork? And let me know what you think about the band. And I like them a lot. That's all I can say. And otherwise, like, subscribe, comment. See you soon.